It's Yerm here, and today we're going to be talking about Minecraft YouTuber cancellation and why I think most of it is stupid. Now, disclaimer, before we get into this video, no, I am not a billion% informed on everything about Minecraft YouTubers. There's too many for me to dig up into everyone's stories to make sure I'm correct. That's why I'm simply focusing on my opinions on it all, and a few of them, like a few YouTubers and stuff. And by the way, this is my first ever discussion type video, so don't expect God level conversation. Now let's get into it. Today I'm going to be talking about DreamSMP and its community. If you don't know DreamSMP, it was a roleplay server that was loosely written out and it was used to make a coherent story, plot, and stuff. And to be honest, I was a fan. It's embarrassing to say because of all that comes with it, but you have to remember this was like, 2019, 2020? I'm not sure exactly. Pandemic era, you know. We was locked up and we was watching just whatever to cure boredom. I knew the lore and I liked it for what it was, and I think many people would enjoy it now if they gave it a chance. But I really only enjoyed watching a specific few of the YouTubers on that server, the Sleepy Boys and Tubbo. Sleepy Boys weren't like a community channel, they just had that name for like being on each other's streams and stuff late at night. But it was made up of Tommy in it, Phil's of Minecraft, Technoblade, and Wilbur Soot. We'll get into him. And Tubbo. When he was Tubbo. Most people would say they liked the Sleepy Boys because of their family dynamic, and they were like friends and stuff. They were really close friends, and they had that bond that everybody wanted to be a part of. And Tubbo, he was sort of like the kid next door in the scenario. Tubbo and Tommy were best friends, and as I can see now, as of me writing the script, they still are, based on my knowledge. And you know, that just clicked with my dumb little mind back then, again, 3 or 4 years ago now. I watched the others on the server at times, but they never really stuck with me like them. And aside from any drama, because there wasn't like a lot in its prime, people were hating on the DreamSMP enjoyers, mostly kids and teens, and preteens, I meant, because when it was in its prime, people saw it at face value, Minecraft and kids. And it was cringeworthy in people's eyes, but looking back on it, y'all were just making fun of us for enjoying some games. Like, that's like me making fun of grown people today that watch like Berleezy or Corey X Kenshin when he's really made for everybody. Like, y'all really just be hating. So, you know, we were all like this, and maybe still are. I don't know. Like, I don't think we should have been hated so heavily for something so simple. But I suppose hate comes with all things. But to get back to the main point, DreamSMP was starting to die out mid-2023, I'd say. 2022, late 2022, I don't know. I'd say it was like 2-3 years strong going, and then they were running out of ideas, and people were doing other things that weren't just joining on the server every day and playing that game. And so with that, it was starting to die out. And around this time, it was that there was a tragic loss in the community. Technoblade, killed by cancer. Rest in peace. People already disliked him a bit for his humor, but it was nothing too serious, and it was never really enough to get him fully canceled. You know, it was just kind of, it was a phase. But, you know, I'll let you look into him and make up your own feelings towards him. I'm not speaking bad on the dead, so, yeah. And I liked him a lot, and it hurt me. But more importantly, it hurt everyone that knew him and was friends with him on the server. With that, the DreamSMP was officially dead. They couldn't continue the server without one of the key players, and with everyone grieving. So it was done, and from then on, it seemed everything went downhill from there. Now, this is where we take a turn. The timeline is going to get busted, and my telling is going to be horrible, so please, after this, check out a video or something on your own. But, again, I'm going to be focusing on these main 4 now that Techno's out of the picture. It seemed that now more than ever, everyone was looking for something to get the Minecraft YouTubers for everyone. Everyone was getting canceled, basically. And I'm not saying that it wasn't happening before, but it was more apparent now. You know, people like Dream and George have been going off and on every day being canceled for something. But I didn't care because at that point, or currently, I guess, well, like a month ago, I'd say, I don't know. It's recent. I was out of the fandom. by now I'm out of the fandom, and I very rarely checked in with any of the YouTubers. And to be completely honest, I thought it was stupid. I thought everyone was dumb for trying to get rid of every person on the internet, even outside Minecraft. And I thought they were only trying to cancel these people because they didn't like them. And I was like, okay. But I ignored it because the ones I watched back then were still fine. So for some reason that made me feel better, like I was better than everyone else that was in that like fandom for choosing the right people. Like I picked the right YouTubers. No, they're not acting like this. I don't know. Tommy Innit was fine. As of me recording this, he's still fine. And as well as Tubbo and Philza, they were as wholesome as ever, like just chilling, just living life, you know? But Wilbur, oh my god, Wilbur. He did some bad stuff, which I'm not gonna talk about too much because one, it's a lot. Like, it's a whole lot that goes into it. Like, just go watch a shovel video or something, I don't know. And two, it's not my story to tell, but it's just know he's an abuser, and he's one of the people that deserves his career to be ruined. So let's go cancelers for that. Let's go chronically online people for getting on that one. And it kind of sucks that people I idolized, because I thought they were fine and that they aren't like the others, they're different, turned out to be horrible. Or more specifically, Wilbur turned out to be horrible. And the rest are fine, and, you know, based off my knowledge again. But most of these cancellations have been like false reports and allegations to ruin these people's careers simply because they don't like them, other than the Wilbur one now. And I'm not too sure of any other ones that I could say are like true, because I don't be watching them. And some of them are somewhat true, like the George Not Found one. It was like a half and half. I'm kind of tepid to him. I'm not too in it, even though that one's complicated. But man, I just feel like I'm rambling. I gotta be honest, if it was kind of a way to get my feelings out and stuff, I don't know. But the key takeaways from this video are, canceling people, it doesn't sit right with me. We shouldn't have the choice to discard somebody based on our opinions. Now, if you want to stop watching somebody or something, then go ahead, like nobody cares. But we shouldn't be sending out worldwide PSAs to everybody online to get these people out of here. Next, if there's a situation that's genuinely illegal and you have proof and feel like it's a serious problem, go to the police. Like, I get wanting to not hold your tongue and expose evil for who they are, but do that after you get these people locked up. Like, what? That shouldn't even be a question. It comes across as approval seeking. Even attention seeking at some point. It depends on who's saying it. But me personally, if something traumatic happens and it's getting dealt with, I'm getting dealt with legally before I set up a camera and start bawling my eyes out. Like, something that happened to me, I'm going straight to the police. Or if something happened to somebody I know, or not even somebody that you know, just like a person you watch online and you know who did it, I would go to the police. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me, but it starts getting hard to believe people when one after another they're coming out with their stories about what allegedly happened, because it looks like a hate train that nobody is going to take seriously. Like, oh well, I felt comfortable with these 20 other people who had the same situation, so now I feel comfortable, which I guess would be like, like in an ideal situation, everybody's telling the truth, but I doubt that heavily. And last point, stop hating on kids or people in general, actually, when they're just enjoying things. Like, let people live as long as it's not harming anybody, because that's evil. But to constantly hate on people and their interests because you don't like them, it's just like, it's obviously not meant to appeal to you, and therefore you should move along. I'm not gonna act like I'm innocent in this, because you're gonna learn something about me. I'm a proud Taylor Swift hater, because she refuses to do anything to control her cult type following of white women when she clearly has a platform to. Like, girl, if you said, hey, stop this, I'm sure everybody would immediately stop dead in their tracks, because that's how dedicated they are to your word. But even then, I don't go to everything Taylor Swift just to hate. That's called having no life. And yeah, that's like, that's just like half about what I can say on this whole topic, because I can really get on a stream and talk for 48 hours on this, but I really do hope you all have enjoyed this random mine. Please like and subscribe if you find interesting type of stuff, and comment if you want me to make more videos like this. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.